And she's like, it's Shakeology, it's my mommy's company, it's what my mommy drinks. And their little girls don't understand, they're 10 years old, so they go home and tell their mom, we want Shakeology, Nikki drinks Shakeology, and Nikki has the hardest serve. And so their moms then, well, I guess I gotta get in touch with Nikki's mom. And so either at the next practice or the next game or whatever it is, they ask me, what is Shakeology? Kate came home yesterday and said that Nikki was talking about her Shakeology. How do I get it? Can you tell me a little more about it? Well, these people are people that I know. These are my friends. These are my neighbors. And as Scotty says, I'm not going to get a quick sale, burn the bridge, and go. And then I'm known as the neighborhood, Shakeology pimp or whatever. These are people that I care about. So I want to be very careful. I want to be very open. I want to be very honest. And I do tell them, when they're getting it, I'm like, hey, it's a win-win for both of us. If you get it on Home Direct, I get a point. And they're like, oh yeah, well, I want you to get a point. I'm like, well, thanks. I said, and you get free shipping. And what's the cool thing about that is I get my point, you get free shipping, and then if you decide you don't like it, you can even drink the whole bag. 30-day money-back guarantee. There is no reason not to try this. But there's every single reason in the world too, because it can change your life. It changed mine. I give it to my kids. They're strong athletes. They make healthier choices now because it's in our household. So they're like, okay. So Home Direct, don't forget, I get a point, you get free shipping. So if you don't see free shipping, it means I don't get my point. They're like, we get your point! We're gonna do it! So then they order, and then I always follow up with, send me a text when you order because I want to make sure it goes through the right way. I want to track it for you. And they're like, okay. And they send me a text. And if they don't, then I follow up because the fortune's in the follow-up. So if I don't get a text from them in a couple days, I go back and I go, hey, I'm just checking in, no rush, whatever. Just wondering if you ordered because I didn't see it yet. And either a lot of times they'll say no because it's not on their priority list. Unless they're Kate's nagging her mom, it may not be really high up there on the to-do list until next week she sees Nikki at volleyball again with her Shakeology, and Kate gets on her like, Mom, I thought you were going to buy that for me. So follow up with them. You're making your connections, you're getting their contact information, like I said, whether it's someone in Whole Foods, even if it's your neighbor, someone up at the school, you have got to get their contact information. If you don't, forget about it. But you did plant the seed, so the next person that says something to them, they're going to remember you saying it to them, and odds are they're going to then go ahead, since it's the second person that talked to them, and go with them. So get their information, stay in touch with them. If they're on Facebook, I'm now friends with the gal in Whole Foods, Shelly. She and I are Facebook friends now, and she's like, you're cool. I'm like, well, thanks. So we get to know each other. You put a face with a name, and it's not just this mom shopping in Whole Foods. They kind of get to know who you are. And the other thing that I do is, it's real key, when I'm sending that email that I talked to you guys about, it is a personalized email. It has a few bullet points, and I'm willing to share it with anybody. Absolutely. If you friend me on Facebook, I will be more than happy to send you the script that I send, and you can reword it, do whatever you want. Open book with that. But I send them a really short email, nothing that looks too long that they'll glaze over and not want to read. And I put in there the doctor's video, the 100 Doctors Don't Lie. I think it's a compelling video. Another one, and it's very similar to what Scotty gives out, the doctors. It's the same doctors, but just different. This is an audio. And then the other one that's very beautiful is from the fields. So between those two videos, those are the tools that I use when I'm sending my email. And again, then I go back and I text them, like, okay, just sent it. Please let me know you got it. And then they come right back, got it. I'm like, cool, let me know what you think. And then I've got that back and forth with the text, and again, I can follow up with them. So that is all that I have.
Thank you. Okay, so when you hear the passion coming from these coaches, and it's three really radically different styles, which I love, I hope that what you noticed is that Caroline didn't stand up here and try and explain what she does, because that's what Fran does. And Fran doesn't try and be Scotty. And just like we don't want you to go out and try and be Caroline or Fran or Scotty. We're showing you 3 different ways so that you can see, wow, there are lots of different ways to share Shakeology. The 2 things that are the common thread are Shakeology and being authentic to self, being natural and letting your passion show. If you're so obsessed inside and worried about, oh my gosh, what are they going to think of me? What do they think about the prize? Blah, 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 blah. You're like not even present. And there are 3 people who are amazing at being themselves, and that passion is contagious. You have passion. Every single person has a passion that is contagious. You just need to tap into it and be comfortable being yourself. So in closing, who needs Shakeology? But do you really believe that? That's a great answer. Good answer, good follow-up answer. But if you really believe it, then you're going to be living it, and you're going to be sharing it more, and you're going to be finding creative ways. I showed you my family. I'm sure that you shared it with your family. But there's a lot of other people out there. We share it with the people who we love. You heard all of us. We share it with the people who we love. But there are people out there that we don't know, but somebody loves them. Who needs Shakeology? My family needs Shakeology. Your family, your loved ones, it's a great place to start. It's a safe place to start. But who else needs Shakeology? This guy who thinks I'm a weirdo hiding behind the tree taking his picture. That guy needs Shakeology, right? And who else needs Shakeology but this lady on the other side of the grocery aisle? She needs Shakeology too, right? She doesn't know it yet. She's got that lemonade or juice or whatever, but she needs Shakeology. And who else needs Shakeology is that kid round in the corner in my neighborhood had a McDonald's bag, and I just quick shaped him up, made a little shaker cup of chocolate Shakeology, and just gently took that bag. And my son came in. It's my nephew, but he needs Shakeology because he really lives on McDonald's, and I literally took it from him and made him drink the shake. And my son came in. He's 20 years old, and he's like, "Yes, you bought McDonald's, Mom!" That's going in the trash. Don't even try it, son. These cute little kids who think I'm a creepy neighbor over the wall, they need Shakeology. People around us are loved by somebody else. They matter the world to somebody else. And just because they aren't our loved ones doesn't mean that we shouldn't share something with them that's going to prolong that's going to help them live a healthy and fulfilling life. A healthier and fulfilling life. And so we want to make sure that we are sharing this with people. And you've heard of a variety of tools that work for them, that they love. Start looking through them. If you've been like, I've been so busy, I don't even know about those tools. Because to be totally honest, I have not even ever listened to the audio that Scotty's talking about. And I sit in this audience with you and go, I need to listen to that audio. Because you find your favorite tools, but try out some other tools. My favorite tools are From the Fields with Darren O'Lean. Love that guy. He breathes and every pore comes out authentic. And that is just an amazing, beautiful video. And the Tony Horton video, I know I talked about it earlier today. That video is yes, clap for that. That video is the funniest thing, but it's not only funny, but it's educating. And it tells them, by the end of that video, you're like, man, that's an amazing product. I want some of that. People, show that to people. Find your tools. Try out different tools. But find your niche, and it might grow stale, and then you try a different one, and just be trying, because people need to feel healthy. And so I want to close with this. Who do you need to share Shakeology with? And this guy's cousin and uncle need it, and he's exactly right. I want you to think about it, and it's easy to come out and say, the natural tendency is, well, what'd you think about that breakout group? Was it very good? Yeah, it's all right. I wish it was a little bit more funny. They said it was going to be really fun at the beginning, and it really wasn't all that fun. Those things that we do as we leave something, like, I hope the next one, but what I want you to walk away with here is, there are people out there surrounding you in your circle of influence. I will never meet. They will never meet. The person who's sitting next to you will never meet. It's on us. It's on you. Think. Write down names. and with passion and authenticity and love for that person. This is about loving somebody. When you love somebody, you share something that's going to add value to their life. And that's what Shakeology does. Thank you very much.